Welcome back to another episode of the Bourbon Review. Episode number 7. I'm Steve. This is Ian. And tonight we have special guests.
Special.
Very special.
Yes.
Marco and Larry, a.k.a. the Barber and the Brain.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Thanks
Big
for
time.
having us.
Big time.
Yeah, big time. You guys are fortunate to have us tonight.
Yeah, super fortunate, considering you guys are very adamant that you are not bourbon drinkers.
Especially this guy.
I'm an aficionado.
Yeah,
That is a lie. I drink bourbon. I do like bourbon.
I
that's
drink
true.
it.
You do, Larry.
I drink
the
it all.
aficionado status will be the judge of that.
Yeah, we'll
Well,
figure this out
I
real
mean,
quick.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I go to the bar and they know exactly what to pour me. They don't bring me that cheap
What,
shit.
High Life?
Yeah.
High life.
I'll have a DC runner on the rocks.
Can I? Hey, there's that
For the fellas.
but it's got
For
a
the
fancy.
fellas.
It's got a fancy top
Yeah, let's make it 4 for the fellas.
for the fellas. Listen. I walk into a bar and
Go
they
on.
have it for me, ready to go.
Fuzzy
With the
navel.
glass and the round cube
Fuzzy.
ice, a cube of ice, or whatever the hell you want to call
Extra
it. Round
fuzzy.
ice,
Yeah, it's
Rocks.
rocks.
it's a cold liquid.
I told you I knew what I was talking about.
You're good, man.
Anywho,
Nailed
this
it.
is, like Steve said, Bourbon Review number 7.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And I actually we chose. This is kind of personal to me. Jim Beam Black is like what hooked me on bourbon.
Oh, this is your...
Yeah.
This is your...
So you're saying
start,
I might start tonight.
Well, that
This
was
is
my
might be
that was my
his
whole
intention.
idea.
This is my
that
gateway drug.
Maybe this is the gateway to getting you hooked on bourbon, growing a pair, becoming a man.
Wow,
Yeah.
all
Making the
those things.
transition.
It's a big day for you, man.
Yeah.
this is a big day.
It's like a bar mitzvah.
I'm gonna
podcast.
really.
Yeah, exactly what it is.
Do I get money?
Is it a bourbon mitzvah?
Oh, a Burt mitzvah.
A bar mitzvah?
There's our first dad joke.
There it is.
Heyo.
Hey.
Hey.
That's how we roll.
Yeah.
Say
So,
something, nerds.
Steve, why don't you hand that bottle over to Marco?
Yeah, Marco.
And we'll go down the line. Marco, what we do is we take a look visually, feel the bottle, become one with the bottle. Let us know what you think.
First glance, what do you think?
First glance.
It speaks to me, to be
Yeah?
honest with you guys. With you fellas here at the table here, it just talks
What's
to
it
me.
saying?
What's it say, Marco?
It says
What's it
Jim,
say?
It says Jim Beam Black. Extra aged.
So
bourbon.
So it just tells you its name.
Yeah, that's. I'm just reading it. To
That's
be honest.
further than he's got on most of his dates.
Ouch. Okay.
What are you trying to find?
Just
You know what? I like the shape of this.
I don't know what I just said.
Oh,
Wait, you just said something? Yeah.
Go ahead, Marco. What does it say? What is it saying? What does it say? What does it say?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah?
I like the shape. It's boxy. It just says this is a man's drink right here.
yeah.
You know.
I'd agree with that.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
It's a good description.
Nice.
I like it.
Okay.
So I pass this over to Steve.
You can.
Yeah. Pass it over to
I
Steve. We'll
want to
just
hear
go
what
down the
Steve has
line.
to say. Yeah.
All right. It is a cool bottle. It's different, you know? It's an old school look, you know? Classic look to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't speak to me like it speaks to Marco, but
I'm just lucky, I guess.
yeah, I mean, there's nothing special about it. You know, the I'm not going to say that the label looks a little, I don't know, it's like not generic, but I mean, it's not like you're,
It's all basic.
yeah, it's pretty basic. You know, it's nothing special. It's not something that jumps out at you. It's Jim Beam. It's Jim
Sometimes
Beam.
basic
It's-
sells.
It's classic.
Yeah, it's classic. So if you see Jim Beam, it's like, okay, well, I've had it, but I've never had black before.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. That's what she said. So, wrong one.
Damn it. We're not there yet.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I don't think this is something I just pick out. If I walk down the aisle, it's not the first thing I would grab.
Gotcha.
It doesn't jump out at me.
All right.
Okay, my
Fair
turn.
enough.
I'm going to go the opposite direction and say this is not very impressive, and they could have done better. I really wish.
What would you have done better?
I'm kidding. This actually looks pretty sweet.
Yeah.
The gold's pretty cool. I definitely like the like almost embossed feeling.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
okay.
pretty nice. So if, you guys can't feel that, but we're lucky enough to.
Be able to rub it.
World's highest rated bourbon.
That's what she said.
There you go. He found it. He found the button. That's also what she
World's
said.
highest rated bourbon. Is that true?
At one point it was.
Was that in 1902?
No, it was actually not that
Good
long
year,
ago.
man.
So here's
Hell
the
of a
problem.
year.
Well, go ahead and finish yours, and I'll
Yeah.
I wanted
So-
to say a piece on that.
Hello, Jim.
I'm just trying to catch. I do like how what they have done here, and they've described how they've gone through the process, which is pretty nice. All in all, as a connoisseur as myself, I'd say this is a nice bottle of bourbon.
You're not
Yes.
a connoisseur. Quit throwing that.
It's not a bottle of Di Serrano.
Sorry, Marco.
You're okay.
And I'll let
I'll
you.
forgive you.
Appreciate it.
Good
All
job, Larry.
So, the way that I look at this bottle of Jim Beam Black
Oh damn,
is,
this is serious.
Yeah, I'm kind of uncomfortable here.
so Jim Beam to me is a classic name in bourbon, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's definitely where I got my bourbon start.
It's a household
as
name.
most people would. Like you go to any bar, doesn't matter if they're known for spirits or just for beers, whatever. They're gonna have some form of Jim Beam.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
So your typical Jim Beam is your white label. It's a very plain bottle, like as cheaply made as you can get. I gotta.
I'm trying to find it.
Oh,
There it
yeah, I
is.
see
There
it,
it
yeah.
is.
Okay.
Still like that.
So what I like about the black is that it's got a little bit of detail in the neck up there, and like you said, the gold writing.
I
Is
really
kinda
do.
Cool.
It's kind of cool. It's like a flake.
Now the world's highest rated bourbon. Let's see. This says 2016. So the problem I have with that is there's a ton of brands out there that say that, and so they're all rated by different companies. And I'm just not necessarily sure what kind of bias goes in there. If there's
Yeah, they could
all
be
that
high.
kinda
They
stuff.
could be highest rated bourbon
Who
in
knows?
any scenario.
Having said that, this is a really good bourbon. I've drank a lot of this in my day. So
that one in particular.
this one in particular. I mean, when I was first when I made the switch over from Jack Daniels to bourbon, I started with Jim Beam White Label, and then as my palate grew a little bit and I could spend more than $12 on a bottle, I started getting the black, which is like 20.
Is that pretty cheap for bourbon? I don't
Yeah,
know.
it is. It's
Yeah, there's a-
it's certainly cheaper, but and that's something else that we talk about sometimes is value, and we can get into that now.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
I think this is like $22 or $23
Really? So that's okay. And
for a world's highest rated bourbon. No matter where the rating is. I mean, it says it's coming from the International Wine and Spirit Competition.
I've been there. It's fascinating.
Nice.
tell us more.
Yeah, I was the judge.
Makes
For
sense.
bourbon.
Makes sense.
No, but thanks.
No problem. Back to you, Ian.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, for when you're talking about value, I mean,
that's good value.
really good value.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty affordable
But
price.
that will be dependent on whether or not
We like it or
you
not.
like it. I mean, that's really what's
and
going to depend.
that's what we're gonna find out here
So-
soon. If you're ready for it.
Yeah. Steve, why don't you go ahead and do the honors
Of pouring it.
of
Don't
pouring,
spill it this time.
or do you want me to?
He's got a steady hand, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These new glasses,
Yeah, we let's talk about that for a second. So finally,
are gonna be on these. bad
yeah,
boys.
so that's interesting. We finally upgraded to some Glencairn glasses, which are the preferred whiskey and/or bourbon vessel to enjoy your spirit out of.
Vessel,
Yeah,
man.
I went there.
Wow. That is deep.
Larry, I'll give you.
That's the deepest thing I've ever heard about a glass. I love the buttons, though.
Thank you.
Thank you. There's more where that came from.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is going to be torture.
Larry's really excited about trying this.
Dude, you're gonna love it.
I am, because it brings me back to my roots of being a
hillbilly?
judge. Of being a judge.
Being a judge.
bourbon.
Oh.
Not a hillbilly.
Yeah.
All right, so don't drink yet.
Don't drink it.
Go ahead and take a look at it in your glass.
Okay.
Something hit.
Oh no.
Oh, and this part of the bourbon review is sponsored
They
by...
and while
Weird.
we're at it,
Stand by.
Yeah.
no, a word from our sponsors.
A word when you're drunk in a Home Alone.
See what you're gonna have to do here, guys. Is
Hey,
we'll
you
just
have
wait.
to swirl it.
We'll just wait because we're probably gonna have to. Go ahead and keep going. All right, so you're gonna have to. Ooh, Ian, there is
Is there a bug in there?
No.
Does this have some legs, Steve?
Does this
I'm
run-
sorry. Have
Okay,
you
number
watched
one.
it? Yeah. Okay. First of all, shut your mouth, Marco.
Oh, okay.
That's number
Yeah,
one.
It does have some
Don't talk
legs.
to my
No.
co-host like that.
They're called drippies.
So here in the Talking Dads, we call it drippies.
I'm sorry. What is a drippy?
Look on the side of the glass.
So see how it
Hold your glass up. Hold.
Okay.
Oh, see, look at that. See the stuff that's.
I got to be
what
honest,
they call
Steve.
legs.
Oh, is that what they call it?
These glasses are fantastic for drippies.
They are.
So what is the purpose of that? Please explain to remind me.
So basically, when a spirit or even a wine has when it gets on the glass and runs down, they call that legs.
Okay.
And basically, I don't know why it does that.
Oh, well, I will explain it to you.
I think it has to do with the
Please
thickness
do.
Would
of
you like
the.
me to explain it to you?
Yeah, please do.
Please do.
When
Hit 'em
when
with the
usually
hard
when I
facts.
I do wine and I say it has legs, it means so next question, because
He was the best judge.
I really no for seriously legs is reasoning for when it means that you're standing up and you're drinking it.
Wow, that was very romantic. I've never heard it explained in that.
So when you say it
This
has
is how he
legs,
picks up chicks at the
when
wineries.
when you say it has legs, it
Someone
means
needs
you
to
have
give
to
one.
stand up and drink it.
I got to be honest here.
What?
This review
Yeah.
may be unusable.
Why?
He's just fucking around. What?
Yeah,
Why?
no, I'll agree
No,
with that.
I'll agree with that. I'll second that.
I'm just explaining to you.
I'm shattering these glasses on the
I'm
ground.
explaining to you legs. I mean, it's
All right,
just
I
how it
appreciate
works.
What is legs actually mean? Does anybody here know?
No, but we can probably Google it.
Yeah, you could, but
But
it's
we'll
no
put
fun.
it-
More
we'll put it
fun
across
just
the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
No.
now look at your bourbon.
Look at
Hold
it.
it up to the light.
Just look at
Okay.
it.
Would you look at it? Just look at it.
Just
So
look at
Marco,
that.
describe the color or what you're feeling when you look at it.
Well, Ian. Hello, Jim. Hello.
Saying my end's unusable. He's talking to his liquor.
So,
Christopher's here.
first of all, burgundy color. Splishity splash. In the glass. Wow. It's got like an orange hue. It's actually got a really nice color to it.
Yes, it does.
I mean, what is it like an orangey, burgundy, maybe with like a hint of red.
What I like to say is
Yeah, what do you
it's
like to say?
good bourbon color.
Yeah.
Call it
I think Ian and I like to say that quite a bit.
We do call it good.
bourbon.
It's our go-to.
That's not dumbed down at all.
No. It happens to be bourbon.
Bourbon
So we're
has
not
a
wrong.
great bourbon color.
Bourbon influencers over here.
Yeah.
Good point.
Guys, try this bourbon. It has great bourbon color.
Yeah. It's got a good bourbon feel to
So
it.
yeah, it's got your.
Wow, you're really selling it.
It's got a good gold color
It
to it.
reminds me of like a nice roasted caramel.
Oh.
Yeah, roasted caramel.
I like
The
when you
love
say it
fish
slow.
sack.
Yeah,
Is
love
it just like,
shack.
like melted all over the place?
Yeah, all over.
Like I feel like if you roast caramel,
Roast caramel.
caramel.
It's
We're
caramel.
being fancy, Ian.
So that's
This is the black label.
It's true. It's right.
So other
$20.
So other than that, I mean, I can't really say much about it. It's
No, it's good.
No,
it's
I
pretty
mean,
nice.
yeah, and I agree. It's not very dark. Doesn't have your fake
So,
tan.
yeah, so typically the longer it's aged, the darker it will be.
What's the age on this?
It doesn't say, and they kind of stopped doing it. It just says extra aged.
Extra aged,
which
Marco, which is
Which
you know,
means it was held for
regular
another 2
beam,
weeks.
I think, is done 4 years. So I'm gonna guess it's like 6 to 8.
Okay.
Years?
Yeah.
Holy
And
shit.
so that's why it gets a darker color because the
Longer
longer,
it's
it
in the
stays
barrels.
inside the barrel, it's taking more of that oak and
Yeah,
wood
yeah.
coloring from the barrel.
That's fascinating. I'm learning.
you are.
Learning.
Yeah.
Very good.
So yeah, I mean, like I said before, it doesn't have the fake tan. It's not very dark, so like it's not aged
Right.
too long, you know. But I don't know. I don't see anything too special about it. It's got a good honey color to it.
Yeah.
It's honey, caramel,
honey.
Yeah, I like
that
caramel.
word.
Caramel.
Caramel.
Anything else to add, Larry?
Yeah, there you go.
No, I like it's a nice, I like that color. It's like copperish. It's
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like your logo almost.
It does. It's like the perfect
It's
color
got
for our
a,
logo.
yeah, oh, look at that.
Perfect.
That's what I'm saying.
It's almost like he did it on
What
purpose.
do you guys think?
Sponsors, maybe you.
Maybe you.
Is that my boat?
Dad, shut up.
All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and give it a sniff.
Yeah. I can smell it from here.
All right.
And so, pro tip.
There you go.
Pro tip.
Pro
Pro
tip.
tip.
Open your mouth as you breathe it in the aromas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, no joke.
I'm not gonna look silly. Is this some type
No,
of
this is what
dad
we-
joke?
No, we learned this after
Oh.
like 1 or 2
Yeah,
episodes.
it does actually help.
It really does.
Try it both ways and you'll notice the difference.
Yep, smells like milk.
Oh, this smells so smooth to
I was
me.
gonna say this. So this, I was gonna say this smells really good.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
Smells like bad
It doesn't
decisions.
doesn't burn at all. There's no.
No,
It
that's
smells pretty sweet.
It actually-
It smells
is.
sweet. It's got a.
you can smell it, but you're right. It doesn't have a burn.
No.
It smells
to
sweet,
it.
but it has a little bit of a pungency to it.
Pungency. Pungency.
Just a little bit. I mean, that's what you. I mean,
Sure.
No, that's what you like.
it's bourbon.
It's good.
Listen, it's what you
Good
smell.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a
Let me
different.
let me see if I can pick up any
I got a
more.
little spice.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, let me get in here.
I got a little spice.
I'll do it the
I
scientific
just smelled my
way.
microphone,
I'll do it
by
the
the way.
scientific way.
I feel like there's a little bit of citrus maybe in there. You know, just
Actually, you don't get much when you do that.
Like some type of fruit,
yeah, yeah,
citrusy smell.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
something like that. Like deep inside the bones of the Jim Beam here.
Nice.
In the loins.
Deep
lo-
within,
deep-
deep within Jim. You can
Jim's
smell
got
the
some
citrus.
citrus deep inside him.
I don't smell citrus here.
I don't either. I got a little spice.
I can
a little
smell-
caramel.
I definitely have spice.
It definitely has a sweetness to it.
Maybe some butterscotch.
Ooh.
Yeah, that smells
It's
delicious.
not terrible. No, you're starting to get used to it.
You think it smells terrible, or you
No,
like
it's
it?
not that
Is it
terrible.
is it cleaning the passageways?
Are you feeling better? How's the post nasal
A
drip?
little bit. It's getting there.
Okay, this will help.
Oh, you're in there.
Oh, yeah. I usually drink it through my nose. You guys should try that way.
You should.
It's recommended.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't-
Away from the microphones.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, put it to your nose. And just
Do you
inhale
have
it.
a straw?
Just inhale it.
Oh, okay. You first.
I just did it, so not good. Anyway, Ian, do you think we should
Yeah, let's
move
do a
on to the
little
next
cheers.
step here?
Let's do a little cheers.
The next step.
To the next step.
That's what, dude.
Easy, guys, easy. These
Yeah.
guys are brand
I
new.
didn't. Larry, you didn't hit mine.
There you go.
All right, give it a go, guys. Give it a go.
Yep, that tastes like perfect. Nope. That's a big nope.
That is smoother than ever, bro.
That is
Really smooth.
It's really smooth. So
That
it's
is
got a
terrible.
little bit of bite to it. It's a little bit of warmth. I feel like you get the
That's terrible.
Little Kentucky hug.
That's
there's a
terrible.
little Kentucky hug there at the end.
So
you chug
Kentucky.
it?
No.
What did you drink?
Enough to make me have bit. Oh God, that's gross. Why would you drink this?
So much better than I
That was the
imagined.
best reaction.
Who drinks this?
The three of us are.
I mean, we do.
Dude, it's delicious.
Oh God, it's gross. Why
Where are
would
you
you
going?
I don't know.
Oh man.
Take another sip. See how it feels
Really?
the second time around. Yeah.
Yeah. Be serious about this.
I'm trying. It's gross.
Hey,
All
sack
right.
up.
So
sack up.
So this is 86 proof, by the way.
It's 86 proof of
It
crap.
has.
So it's a very tame.
Yeah. It's smooth in the beginning, but then it has a little bit of a bite, but it's like a tranquil bite. You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a bite. I would call it a hug.
It's,
You call it
is
a
that what you guys
Kentucky
call
hug.
it?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like
So
a-
it
it's like a
warms you
little
up
bit
a
of
little
warmth.
bit.
What the hell are you
sticks
guys
to you.
drinking?
It
I call
does-
this a
it does
shark bite. This thing's like, it's like being attacked in the ocean.
Dude, I really want to give him just a little taste of something barrel proof.
Why
right
would
now
why? It's not going to taste any
At
different than
135
than this
proof.
fuel that I'm drinking that I'm
This
going to put in my
is
motorcycle.
not even
later.
bad.
This is. Oh, this
This
is.
has
I
no
like-
bite to it at all.
I like beer.
Oh.
Yeah, beer's great, but this
Yeah.
this is an acquired taste, Larry.
Yeah,
Love the
not
shack.
mine. But I'm gonna do. I'm
The
on,
love
I'm
is
on
sack.
Swirl it around a little
Shack.
bit.
Swirl
Swirl
around.
it.
Let it.
Swirl around.
Let the air get to it.
Fumigate a
Feel
little
it?
bit. Oxidize.
Oxidize. Oxygenate it. Get in there.
I do really like this. I mean,
Okay.
again,
listen,
it's kind of bringing me back a little
When
bit.
you think about
a
it-
pretty good go-to for you.
Yep, second time round sucks.
Wow.
Second time round sucks.
don't
Second
gauge
round
this
sucks.
off
Dude,
of
you
Larry's
drink
response.
most of it, bro. You're supposed to sip
Yeah,
it.
take a sip, dude. There's like none left. Are you taking shots?
Yeah. Worse. The first one.
I don't know what language you're speaking. Can we get a translator?
According to the Burt one, he's gonna put put subtitles at the bottom. He's so good.
100%.
All right. So we.
All right, and what are we trying
It's
next?
like he tricked me into thinking the second sip was going to be better, and it was just worse.
Bro, you taking shots, dude? Like the thing was. Look how much he had.
Bro, he said sip, not chug.
I'm drinking it.
I don't think it would matter for him.
No, this tastes like fuel.
Yeah.
Good fuel.
I have I have tears in my eyes.
Like
Are you crying, bro?
premium.
I'm just
Premium
not a
fuel.
fan.
Premium.
All right, so
I don't cry.
I can never be classy.
crying.
Marco, give us
Give us your score.
what you're thinking. Give us a 1 to 10 score.
This is a classic bourbon. I know. I've had, no offense, I've had better bourbons than this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is a
I didn't make
go-to.
it.
This is a go-to. This is an
Ian's
affordable bourbon. 5.5 all the way.
Okay, 5.5.
Till the cows come home. 5.5.
I like that.
It's a
It's
go-to
not biased.
bourbon.
I like it.
Okay.
I think it's a very respectable score.
Yeah. You
I
cry.
mean, it's right in the middle. Right in the middle.
He has like 5.5. I think it's.
I think it's
Shut
right in the
up,
middle. It needs to be
Yeah,
right
sure.
in the middle because it's a middle of the road bourbon.
No,
Okay.
for sure, for sure.
I like it.
Okay. Well, I think about the same.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go a little bit higher, just because for how cheap this is. So you're talking like in the 20s.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Okay.
I mean, we've had a lot of
That's understandable.
different bourbons and higher priced ones too, like in the 40s, 50s, and even more. Like Ian has quite a selection over there for $20 for how this tastes. It's a pretty good bourbon. Like I might buy this.
Yeah.
This is something just to have around, like an everyday drinker type.
Yeah,
thing,
definitely
right?
an everyday
So,
drinker. Right.
Now, if you take that all into consideration, it's not my favorite tasting bourbon, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a 6.5.
Okay.
You know what? Scratch that. I'm going to put it up a little bit.
Ooh.
I'm going to head up towards the 7 range and give it a 6.9. 9.
Why did you look at me when you scored that?
Ladies.
I think that's the only button he knows.
It is.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good score. I still like my score, but Larry,
I'm going to give
where you guys
mine.
at?
I'm
What's
going to
the
give mine. So
What's
okay, that one doesn't work.
You
There
don't
we go.
score until you score. Till you score. That's right, baby.
Larry.
Larry, you're up.
I was letting that go.
I know.
No, you did. No, I'm saying I'm just telling you now that it's.
So as far as labeling and color and that stuff, I think it's great.
Where does
But-
it turn for you?
No, you know what? I think it's unfair for me to say that it tastes bad because I just don't like bourbon. So I'm going to say that it's not as hurtful. I don't know. As some bourbon is.
Hurtful. Did you see your reaction? It was like you got stabbed over here.
It was gross, but it's only
We're
gross.
legitimately going to do a bonus round.
This is
Oh,
like
yeah, we have
torture.
to.
Yeah.
Gherkin.
Like
It burned in the girl.
So no, I'll give it a I'll give it a I'm gonna give it a 5.
5.
You know why? Because I've had a lot worse.
Okay.
So
That's respectable.
I am known to have the stank face when I drink this stuff.
No,
Clearly.
you?
Oh, what?
Yeah,
I would never
so-
have thought that.
But I've had a lot worse. It's not burning my throat afterwards, which is normally. So I'll give it to him on that. But it's my nightmare.
All right.
Well, for a judge of the IWSC,
Right,
I
right.
think that's a pretty good score.
There's a reason why I'm not anymore.
You were fired, I'm guessing.
I was it was a mutual decision.
Judged one bourbon.
Yeah, we didn't make it to 2.
I'm dying.
I wasn't dying. It just tastes like
Oh my God.
A derf.
I was murdered.
that was,
It burned the dirt.
Chris D'Elia's rap.
Japan.
Oh, God.
The floorboards.
Driving a Porsche with the floorboards. Going to Ford Toward. All right, go ahead, Ian. Give me your stuff.
All right, so I'm going to start with my score, and then I'll tell you why. I'm going with a 6.7. Ooh. Most of those points came from value
That's what I was
because
gonna
this
say.
is
That's-
such a
you can't beat that.
good everyday drink.
Mm-hmm.
there are so many bourbons out there that cost $50-$60 that are just
as good as this.
crap.
And I mean, they're
You know?
like if you pay $60,
Yeah.
it could be something
Yeah.
that just tastes like.
I mean,
this.
so here's what I would say about this: is it's very, very smooth. It's not as refined as I might enjoy. Like you don't get like. So I got some caramel in there, and that's kind of it. I've started to appreciate being able to pick out a little bit more, and you can't really pick out a whole ton out of this, but for what it is, it's a very good drink. I could never go wrong. If this was the only thing I had to drink for the rest of my days, I'd be happy.
So you're calling this a Honda Accord?
Yeah, absolutely.
that's a good way to put it, Larry.
reliable.
Yeah, very reliable.
Get you from A
has
to
some,
B.
Good
has some
analogy.
luxury to it, but yet
Yeah.
it's for the everyday man.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm here, guys.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Well, thank God you're
I'm
here.
glad you brought some value finally.
It burns the dirt. It burns.
This is burger.
It burns the dirt.
This will be fun.
Yeah, so 6-7.
That's a good number there.
It is good.
Which is yeah. I mean, I'm
And like you said, mine was mainly based on value.
yeah.
Because
yeah,
I mean,
value's
it's
a
$20 and
huge,
that's
huge
I didn't
bring
really
up on this.
incorporate a lot of value into my
That's okay.
That's fine.
score, but I think it's around there from a 5 to a 7. This is a great bourbon.
Sure.
I mean, it's,
Cool.
It's up there.
I think value is pretty important when it comes to anything like this. Is that if, like you were saying, if it's a $60 bottle,
Yeah, and the
and
quality's not
and
there.
you're not getting the quality, then $20 makes this thing in a higher standard for sure.
Sure,
That's
And-
correct.
And the other thing to think about too is there's different classes of bourbon that might not be judged solely on price, but on availability, or because there's some that you just can't ever find. And
Yeah,
so
and that,
you're-
and that
even
already
at, like,
bumps it up a little bit.
Eagle Rare is a really good example. Eagle Rare is like my favorite. It's
a small
it's
batch.
a $35 bottle, but you can't find it, and it's one of my highest rated ever.
It is really good.
Because it's
Maybe we
way
should give some
better
to
than
Larry.
this. No, I got something I'm going to give him.
That's not fun.
Oh, it's fun because you might like the second one.
But
My mom's calling me.
Yeah, you leave for
Should put it
dinner.
on Bluetooth.
Ooh. Yeah, call it.
but yeah, I mean, so this I would classify as an everyday drinker. You can pick it up literally any liquor store is going to have it. Any bar pretty much will have it. So yeah, 6-7. What'd you go? 6-9.
Yeah.
You were 5 flat.
Yeah,
Five
five
flat,
flat.
6
You were
roll.
7.
5-5.
5-5.
5-5.
Okay, so I think that was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
Any
that's-
closing
and
remarks on this bourbon?
Let's start with Larry.
Yeah.
All right. It's gone bad. And if you're going to buy it, I'd say please like bourbon because I don't. I tried. I gave it my shot.
You did.
I
You
gave it a
did. You
shot.
gave it-
I normally would steer away from it regardless.
Yeah.
But I
You're a good
tried.
sport.
To be honest with you, I was secretly hoping I'd like it
Yeah.
because I really think I'm missing out, but I just can't get used to it.
You chugged it, bro.
I didn't chug it.
He
He
took
didn't
it was
pour
like
as
2
much.
shots. The dude was like burning
You
the
didn't
dirt.
pour. You didn't pour as much of mine.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to make it look like you drank more.
Marco, closing
You did
remarks.
Yeah, dude, bourbon.
Yeah.
What?
Word.
Well said.
Yeah.
No, he's right though.
Wow.
Man, he nailed it. I
Is
think
it-
I think we could cut. You could hit end right now.
Yeah.
And that's.
Oh, I ended this a long time ago.
I bet you did because that was perfect.
So we're
This
just
isn't even
talking
recording.
ourselves. Yeah, we're just tiring ourselves.
Not supposed to be here.
It's a lot of fun.
Steven?
Good stuff. I mean, I'd recommend it if you're on a budget,
Yeah, sure.
or if you just like want to try it.
I wouldn't call if you're on a budget. I'd say if it was as good as you're saying it's good.
No, it is good. I honestly, I would buy this.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
Just to have it around. Save all the good stuff for when the company comes over. Anyway, Ian.
Yeah, I'm happy that we did this because, like I said, I used to drink this all the time, and I haven't had it in a long time.
I probably had it at your old house.
I mean, I know that you have. For
I'm sure we
I
were
can't-
taking shots of it.
Yeah.
Because
The Rusty Stone.
The
Shout
old
out to the
Stone.
Rusty
Yeah.
Stone, man. All right. Good times.
But yeah, I'm happy to have a little pour of one of my
one of your all-time faves.
all-time faves. I'm happy to have the Barber and the Brain here to
Yeah.
Big. This is a big night.
to hang out and do a little collab.
There was so when we were coming in, there was a line of people looking for autographs.
Yeah.
I apologize that we didn't get to all of them.
Right.
I'm hoping maybe they stayed over. We can
I'm sure
get
they
It's
them
kind
on
of
the way
late,
Yeah.
but we'll let them in.
out. Oh, okay, cool.
It's fine, man. You get your pens ready.
Yeah, we
I
gotta
hope
get
so.
you guys on our podcast here soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were on it once.
Again?
You were, but
But you guys want to do like
We were
a
learning.
newer-
Yeah, I would love to come back and do another take another crack at it.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about some
We've all
current
learned
events.
a lot.
yeah, yeah.
we
So
drink
speaking
bourbon?
of, if you're not already, you should be. Follow Barber and the Brain, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube channel, and of course on iTunes.
Yes.
Google, Spotify.
We're not there yet.
Not there yet. Okay.
No,
Working on it, working
not
on it.
yet.
We haven't made the jump.
Okay.
We're 11 podcasts into iTunes.
How's that treating you? How's Google and Spotify?
Yeah.
Spotify better than Google,
Yeah.
What's
but
the better,
not nearly what
what's the better
iTunes
draw?
gets.
Okay.
iTunes for sure, but it doesn't take any extra effort once you set it up. So we like to have it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah, definitely Spotify. Like there are some people that listen only on Spotify. There's some Spotify
So you know-
loyalists.
Do we fall on iHeart? Because we're on iTunes?
No. Different things.
Different. Yeah.
Different companies.
Yeah.
Because they do have podcasts.
iHeart does have their own streaming service.
Because I think they're the number one.
iHeart is?
Yeah.
Oh.
For a podcast.
Well, we can talk about this afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So again, if you're not following them, Barber and the Brain,
I don't want to afterwards.
Yeah.
not?
Thank you.
and then of course,
Yeah, thanks,
follow
guys. You guys are
us,
awesome.
The Talking Dads on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, all that.
All that shit.
All that
Yeah,
stuff.
thanks for having us on.
Yeah, thanks,
I
guys.
appreciate it. Till the next time, for Barber and the Brain and for Steve, I am Ian. We are the Talking Dads. This has been Bourbon Review number 7, and that is a wrap. See you next time.
Catch you later.
See ya.